Here to support the people of Gaza.
And how do you get the media to inform you what is happening? What do you think about that?
Well, I do not rely on mainstream media. I go to the internet and look up alternative sources of media to find out the entire story of what's happening in Gaza. So that includes looking at different sources, Middle Eastern sources, European sources, and various columnists who I trust in their reporting.
What is the most that you had been affected emotionally of this war?
It would be the reports from the International Committee for the Red Cross and the reports of finding the dead bodies in the houses and being prevented from going to rescue the injured, and finding little children clinging to their dead mothers in abandoned houses full of dead bodies. So to me that has been probably the most hardest news to hear.
Yeah, we are in a war that we're supposed to protect women and children. What is happening?
Well, under the 4th Geneva Conventions, the international community is supposed to protect those in need of protection, and Canada has done a miserable job in upholding its obligation, and Israel has completely ignored its obligations as a warring party to uphold its duties under the international humanitarian law.
Afghanistan to Palestine! Occupation is a crime! Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
There's been over 300 children alone that have been killed, and this is just by reports that we're seeing in the media. We're not seeing everything that should be reported. This is by stuff that I go online to look at. It's all women and children, helpless people. I saw one report the other day of 4 kids that were so malnourished in front of their mother's body, shaking.
And this kind of course, this kind of picture, the media doesn't show it to move the hearts of the people around.
No, I get this through emails, through Facebook, so it's through other sources that we're getting this information. But the people there are helpless. There's 1.5 million people there, and they're basically being attacked and bombed, and they are helpless. Not even the UN workers can go in there anymore because 2 were killed the other day.
My name is May Louie.
May, what do you think about what is happening right now?
I think it's deplorable. It's horrible. The fact that no one in any government or power is taking a stand against this massacre that's going on is absolutely horrible.
And what's up with the media that they don't show what is happening to civilians?
I think they show what makes sense to them politically, and that politically they are on the side of Israel, and politically they understand this as something that is okay to do. I can't wrap my head around it, so I can't really explain it, but many times in the world massacres are shown from the point of view of the oppressors, and it's explained and made okay in some kind of way, which to me is completely, I don't understand it.
Yeah, and what is this thing, like a lot of women and children are getting killed by this attack?
Well, that's often something that the media can get onto and at least get on side that this is not okay, and somehow everyone is viewed as either a terrorist or a threat to Israel or various excuses that have been made up, and that even that level of sympathy that comes around civilians, women and children isn't being shown in the media, and I don't understand that either, because at the very least that should be bringing out compassion in people to stop the bombings, to allow negotiations at least to happen, and for Israel to take responsibility for this unprovoked attack that didn't just start now. From what I've heard, it's been going on for a number of years. It's just escalated recently, and they need the world's support. They need us. They need citizens around the world to stand up and say this is wrong, to demand that our governments do something, not just stand by.
And May, suppose Israel represents the Jews around the world. But there's some Jewish people that we are not agree with this, and we are want to step on that decision that this is wrong from Israel. What do you mean about that?
I'm actually Jewish. I don't know if you know that. My mom is Jewish, and I'm completely against this. They don't speak for me. They don't speak to, you know, all the Jewish women that I know are on the side of Palestinian liberation and freedom, and, you know, not supporting Israel at all. So I think that connection between being Jewish and supporting Israel needs to be broken and disrupted, because many Jewish women in the protest that was just in Toronto, and there was one in Montreal the next day of the consulates, is important. That Jewish women sort of taking up those spaces, Judy Revick is one, is very important. So to break that connection that all Jews therefore support Israel, because that's not true.
Fight the power,